If you're looking for a new book that will take you through the peaks and valleys of this crazy thing that we call life, you're going to want to pick up I Don't Want to Be Pink by Dena Taylor. It's heart-wrenching, relatable, and inspiring, all wrapped up into one. Dena is here with us today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
I know, I am so excited about this because when I was reading the book, I felt like you were literally talking to me. So to meet you in person is, I feel like I already know you.
Good.
So why did you decide to write this book?
Well, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2006, I immediately went to my journal because there's a lot of noise in my head about very upsetting emotions and treatment decisions. So I started journaling about it to process all that. And over time, those journal entries became a collection of essays, and the essays became a memoir. So the whole writing of my story really helped me heal, and then I thought if I shared my story, maybe it would help somebody else heal as well.
Definitely. So let's talk about the title of the book, because even if you don't know what it's about, it definitely grabs your attention. So I Don't Want to Be Pink, where does that come from?
I Don't Want to Be Pink is a way of me saying I don't want to live a life defined by my cancer diagnosis, and I don't want it to be a centerpiece of my everyday life. So after chemo, I did participate in fundraisers and awareness activities, and I wound up not feeling empowered by it, but rather it conjured up emotions that didn't feel good to me. So I gave myself permission to live a life that's not defined by cancer, a life about travel and my career and writing and family and friends instead, but still making time to support awareness and cancer research, just doing it in a less public way.
Now, is that something that you found that you really wouldn't think that you would feel? Because there was a part of your book where you were fundraising, and you said that you didn't feel comfortable putting your survivorship out on display. Is that different than how you think that you would have felt, or was that pretty on par?
It was pretty on par. I thought, in a way, I thought that I should do those things, but it just wasn't a good fit for me. I think it's, you know, it's a good fit for a lot of people, but not everyone. There's a lot of us that just aren't comfortable with that.
Now, one thing that stood out to me is your sense of humor, which she has in real life, and it's amazing. How did that kind of help you get through that also?
So I like to say that humor is my probiotic. It's a daily supplement, and I come from a humorous family, and I'm surrounded by funny, creative friends. So throughout the diagnosis and through chemo and after, humor is just a huge coping mechanism, and it just came through my writing, and when I worked with a book coach to tell the story, it's just naturally appears. So now a huge part that you wanted to talk about today was dating after cancer, after the diagnosis. What is that like? Because we all know the dating world can be hard to navigate alone without that. So how is that for you? Yeah, when you add cancer to the mix, it just becomes that much more awkward. It's hard because when you've had reconstructive surgery and you've lost your hair and it's coming back in, it's a confidence shaker. But if you want to find that special someone, you have to put yourself out there to meet people. So it was clunky at first for me, but I had faith that I would meet somebody who would have compassion for my story, just like I would have compassion for whatever their life story was. And you just practice and your confidence comes back and you meet people.
You're like, I still got this, right?
Eventually,
So what is the main thing that you want people to take away, whether they know someone who has the diagnosis or they got it themselves?
I think the most important thing is to realize there's a million ways to respond to a cancer diagnosis, and for some people it might be donning a pink shirt and running in a marathon for the cause, and for other people it's just not going to be a good fit, and they may want to just focus on their family or take off and travel or other ways that are more true to themselves. And I think finding whatever that is for you is the right response for you.
Awesome. Well, Dena, thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to finish that book. You guys can head over to our website, firstclassliving.net, to check out this segment again and find out where you can buy the book.